May 11th, the venue locked. Elton Place, Linwood Street, Brooklyn. He is coming. They are coming.
Hey, your grandmother selling helmet and she selling charm.
If you missed it last year, brace yourself because it's gonna be epic. Spicemas New York launch 2024. The biggest and most exciting artist out of Grenada comes to Brooklyn for the launch of Spicemas. It's love, man. Boise, Worstways, Talprey, the Hitman Inspector, Brandy Isaac, Hello, Kush,
stay and lie down and take your hand. Come outside and party.
Mr. Legs,
I say man when I smoke I like to drink.
Mr. Golden. And for the first time in New York City, Super Flying Flint.
Welcome to this party.
And Grenada's 2023 Road Match, Temptress and Rabulas. Plus, the Greenhouse drummers in full effect. And about tickets cost $40. Regular $50. Get them now online from GoodEffect.com. In New York, get your tickets from Mike at Proper Fix Barbershop in Green. On East 96 between Church and Wilmer. Fish, 59th East 95th Street between Rockland and East New York. West Cuisine, 916 Claxton Avenue between East 53rd and 54th Street. La Bay Market, 1127 Nostrand Avenue, 718-221-0395. Shonda at Spice Up Market, 899 Claxton Avenue, or call 718-730-4443. Spicemas Launch New York Edition 2024. It's a jam movie in the making. Saturday, May 11th.
Yeah. Right along live. Welcome to the Ryde. Welcome to Thursday on the Ryde. Yeah. Yeah. How you guys doing? Good evening to you. Nice, lovely, decent people. Guys, I got an update for you. Before we go any further, I have some good news and bad news. So you guys decide what you want first. I got some good news and bad news. Great news and bad news. Let's put it like that. Hey, thanks for the stars, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate the stars. Yeah, so great news and bad news. Which one you want first? Let me know which one you want first. Hey, what's up? Yulin, you good? Nice. Thank you. Yes. As you join, just share up the thing. Victor, how you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you so much. Akida, you there? All right, you want the bad news first? All right, bad news first. Remember, bad news and great news, right? All right, so the bad news is a little bit before the program started today. But of course, we promoted that we were going to have Mr. Anthony Boswin chatting with us, and very excited because Anthony Boswin is someone that I've followed politically. And earlier when we contacted Mr. Anthony Boswin, he was happy to come on because he has a political story that I think needed to be shared, right? He agreed to the interview, but a little bit after 4 o'clock, he got tied up with something and he had to reschedule for today, right? That's the bad news, right? The great news is we have a very good replacement because we are going to be chatting today with, how I want to term her. She's a journalist extraordinaire. And right now she is in Beijing, China. Konnichiwa, konbawa, arigato, sayonara. Calistra Faria is here with us live today, and we're going to be chatting with her. And coming to you live, he is a boy. Well, let me see. I don't want to call him by outer name, He's no stranger to the Ryde, of course. Kem Jones, very good friend of the Ryde Along Live, has one of the most popular programs on the island on multiple mediums. Say hello again to Mr. Kem Jones, my friend. How you doing?
Fine, thanks, Junior. It's always a pleasure.
Nice. Look what we have. Calistra Faria, Calistra, China look good on you. How are you, Calistra?
I am well. I'm good. I'm good. Battling with the change in the time zone because, of course, it's 6:15 in the morning.
Tomorrow.
Why
It's tomorrow.
it's 12-hour time difference. So, and as you know, a very, very, very long flight to China from Grenada to Barbados, Barbados to London, and London to here. So it took me about 2 days to get here, but it certainly is well worth it. You know, China is a country that is deeply cultural, and if you have paid attention to the ancient history of China, then you appreciate it even a bit more. Of course, their development is something to see firsthand. The speedy development in the world is also something to see firsthand. Yeah,
Fast growing
so
economy.
it's nice to be here. Yeah, they're treating us very well. Yes.
Nice. Are you in Beijing?
I am in Beijing and for a week, and then I move on to Fuzhou and for some time as well. That's on the coast, so I'm looking forward to some seafood when I get there.
Nice. What about the language barrier, Calistra? How do you communicate?
You know, they've got these translation apps on the phones for those Chinese who don't speak English, but those who are closely connected to us, they do speak English. You know, the Chinese are always prepared, so they do speak English, and I can always say "xie and "ni hao" when I see them. So
Yeah.
I'm covered. I can say hello and I can say thank you. And my
Chong Chong. You can say that too. And you know, Kem, you've been to China. You've been there.
Yes, I have been to China. I've been to the Chinese Academy of Governance.
Ah,
Right, I spent some time in Beijing. Yes.
nice. I feel left out now. I'm the only one here that I've traveled the world, but I've never been to China. On my bucket list, I went to Ghana, different countries in Africa, not China. On my bucket list, Calistra, I'm jealous you right now.
And you know, I'm very jealous of you that you have actually been to the motherland. It's on my list. That one is on my bucket list.
Nice.
And working on it, it's something that I must do. I must, go home, as we say.
Nice. But I'm happy that you're there, Calistra, because I mean, it speaks well for growth as a journalist, and you continue to grow, in the field. And it's only good. It's good for Grenada because when you go back, I'm sure that you would tell the story of what you found there, and even teach young people about your journey in journalism and all the areas that you've traveled. So I like when you're out there and you're doing your thing. Whatever you're doing out there, I know it's going to be good and beneficial for Grenada.
Well, I hope so. The thing that there's the group that's here. I'm with a large group, the 28 other people, and they come from all over the world: Bulgaria, Cyprus, the South Sudan, Nigeria is here. Cubans are here, so I'm having fun chatting with the Cubans as well. You know, Grenada and Cuba, we love the Cubans. At least I do. I'm from the generation where we can still appreciate the importance of Cuba to Grenada, and so there are people also from South Sudan. I know I said South Sudan already. What's that other one I'm thinking of? Well, anyhow, lots of people are here. So, the Kurdistan, Iraq are here as well. Yeah.
Nice. All right, great. So, guys, I call this conversation here to speak about a topical issue, something that was breaking the internet from last night, the whole day, everyone talking about this. And it's very strategic that I have Calistra Farrier, who is the journalist, who I believe antagonized this conversation even more. People might even say that you are responsible for what transpired after all of this stuff here. And Kem Jones, who is also strategic because he also faced the similar fate as the Mr. Bert Brathwaite. So let's start with you, Kem, right? Let's start with you. Ladies, let me start with Calistra first. Calistra is for
Yeah.
the furthest one.
Do start with me first because I have it picture too.
Right.
So I won't be able to spend a lot of time with you. But it's good to spend with you to feel a little bit connected to home and come along.
So Calistra, tell me about that interview with Bert Brathwaite. And were you shocked of what happened after?
No, not. I was not shocked. I suppose as a journalist for as long as I've been doing this, not much shocks me anymore, and certainly not much shocks me coming from the players who were likely to be involved in the aftermath of that interview. So, and I did get wind of it immediately after the interview, because there was an executive meeting of the New National Party, I think right after, the day after or so. And that was already planned, and I knew that was going to happen. And the news out of that meeting gave an indication that even then, so I believe that disciplinary action was decided on then. See, the interesting thing about Dr. Brathwaite is that Dr. Brathwaite is not an executive member of the New National Party.
Right.
He is there at the leisure of the political leader. He was invited to sit in on executive meetings. So he hasn't been expelled or anything like that. I think he's, well, I spoke with him because this broke while I was in China. So I immediately got on the phone and said, what's going on? Because I kept getting these tidbits of information. And he did confirm that he has been disinvited from executive meetings of the New National Party. But certainly, what this, I suppose, as a journalist, I look at this and I say, this debate about where Dr. Keith Mitchell is going with his political career, what his aspirations are for the next general elections and for the future of the New National Party, it is probably the clearest indication that he may not give way for others to run at convention for the political leader position when convention does happen. It has to happen at some point, and when it does happen, that I believe that he seems to have uninvited Dr. Brathwaite, who is a very excuse me, sorry, who's a very old member of the New National Party. He dates back to the Raphael Fletcher days of the New National Party, and to disinvite him based on whatever sentiments he might be expressing right now is an indication that someone has been deeply offended by what he had to say. And what he had to say was that there's need for new blood in the party. There's need for re-energizing. In effect, there's need for someone else to be given a chance to step forward, apart from Dr. Mitchell, whom he was at great pains both before the interview and during the interview, Junior, to say that he appreciates Dr. Mitchell for what he has done. And I think Grenada has to appreciate Dr. Mitchell for what he has done. Our politicians then, now, sitting before, they're not saints. They've all come short of the glory of the people.
Right.
But the fact is that he was, very appreciative of Dr. Mitchell, very, deferent to Dr. Mitchell. And but still, what he said was offended somebody. Otherwise, he would not be disinvited, and we can all guess who he offended, which indicates to me, as I was saying, that it's quite possible that this is the clearest indication that Dr. Mitchell is really still holding on for this elusive one for the road that he talked about. That this eminent pair may not get the chance because her bid for political leadership, she said, is conditional on Dr. Mitchell. On there being a vacancy, it appears that Dr. Mitchell may not be interested in creating that vacancy after all.
Right. Well, Kem, you saw the interview that Calistra did with Dr. Bert Brathwaite. Do you pick out that something from what he said got him disinvited from the NNP?
Well, look, Junior, if you're a part of an organization, even if you're not an executive member of the party, but once you are sitting in on meetings, it means that you are somewhat privy to all that is being discussed, right? All the conversations and everything like that. And the minute time you start going public, though you're expressing your conscience, right? You're speaking about the truth, more or less, right? Your conscience and how you see things. It will cause some people to feel uncomfortable, and rightly so. Especially, it's a private meeting, right? It's more or less confidential within there. So him being uninvited now, it's really something that I expected. I am not shocked. I am not surprised, right? It's something that anybody who is in the politics would expect, that it would rub Dr. Mitchell wrongly or in a kind of way, or some of the executive members, and they would decide, well, I don't want this man to sit in the meeting because there might be some kind of thing there, and he might go on some program and talk about it. I'm not saying that he's that type of person. I know him. He's a decent gentleman. I cannot say anything bad about Dr. Brathwaite. I knew him from day one, being a part of the NNP and so on. But my thing is that I am not surprised. It was expected. Once you go public, they will call some meeting and they would put forward a motion that this be sent to the disciplinary committee. They would assess it, they would evaluate it, and the result will be clear. But it's very, very clear to me that Dr. Mitchell is still in charge of the NNP. The NNP is Keith Mitchell, and that would not change anytime soon. He has total control over the party, and more so over the members at that level, at the executive level of the party. It's not surprising, right? It's just a pity that, it had to happen that way. But I applaud Dr. Brathwaite for being frank and being, honest with himself to say, look, it's time. You have served. You spend 40 years or so in the politics, 20-something years as prime minister. You have done it all, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. It's time to pass it on to somebody else now. It's time to let the democratic process reign within the organization. But it's a very difficult thing when you have a person who has dictator-like characteristics. It could be very tough for him to at least accept that you need a new generation of politicians to emerge within the party. It's what it is. I'm not surprised, Junior.
Right.
I'm not surprised. Just a pity, but I'm not surprised.
Well, earlier, the story that was posted, and we shared a post that from WPG, Hamlet Marks, stated that Bert Brathwaite was, let me take that off the screen there so I could caption it properly, read the caption properly, thrown out of the NNP executive after convention comment. Now, let me make this very clear, because right after this was posted, the NNP put out a bulletin which stated, and Calistra said it earlier as well, Dr. Brathwaite was personally invited by the political leader, Dr. Keith Mitchell, to attend executive meetings as an invitee, and is not an executive member. So that has to be very clear. He is not an executive member. He was invited, so he was disinvited. He was uninvited, sorry, from that meeting. So the caption on that post was sort of incorrect based on the information that we know. I spoke to Dr. Bert Brathwaite earlier today as well, that confirmed that, and he is offering to be on the program sometime next week. So we just wanted to make that pretty clear. But what does that speak to, or does it speak to anything to do with the democracy within the party? Like, do you think that speaks to, people having to muffle their feeling and emotion if it's negative towards the political leader? Do you think that speaks to that? Any one of you guys could take that. Calistra?
I mean, Junior, let me just, it does raise questions about how the party is operating, and the role of the political leader in the party, because the party's got a chairman and a general secretary who are on the pecking order of the constitution and the executive of the party, who are supposed to be within the party of a higher position. But as you said, Dr. Mitchell, or was it Kem Jones who said that, the party is Dr. Mitchell and Dr. Mitchell is the party. I don't think that when it comes to political leaders in the Caribbean, certainly they have full control of what happens within their political parties. The parties serve at the leisure of the political leaders, really. And sometimes, the structure that they have laid down is there, but not necessarily what rules and guides how the party operates. You see, if it was The NNP is, I believe, 2 years late for the constitutionally due convention. As stated in the constitution, they should have had a convention a long time ago to deal with the housekeeping and executive matters. But it has not happened. The chairman of the party, the general secretary of the party, don't seem to be moving. They keep saying, oh, we'll have convention and we have convention. And you hear that story that they're reorganizing. Now, the NNP is a very old party, and to be taking this long to reorganize actually just does not seem to make sense for a party that has a structure that is really old and established. And so democracy within the party may not necessarily be as well as we would expect from the outside. But I don't know if democracy within the structure of political parties in the Caribbean is a thing anyhow, Junior.
Right. Yeah. Kem, you almost faced the same fate because you too was an executive member of the NNP. What happened in your situation?
Right. Well, I was a bit different because you see, Bert Brathwaite is attending these meetings because he's invited.
Right.
So you would have from time to time a number of senior people, and maybe they have different backgrounds and so on, that they can lend something to the meeting or something to the organization or the discussion. So they invite them. But of course, you have to be a member of the party to be invited. And the prime minister, well, at the time he was prime minister or the leader, he has to really agree for you to be there because he controls the show. But for me, I was the youngest executive member of the NNP. And I stood up a meeting before that final meeting when we had the shebang, the real bacchanal, right? I stood up and I point to what the Constitution says, the party's Constitution, regarding regarding disciplinary measures. And if you have an issue with a person, you cannot just decide, hey, I don't want this person, go outside, or I want him out of the meeting. You can't do that. There's a certain procedure that you have to take. So for me, that was not the course Dr. Mitchell was going. So they had this big meeting, to discipline Kem Jones, to get rid of Kem Jones. But I was a step ahead. I was kind of prepared because I knew I was somewhat deep within the organization, and quite a number of the folks in the different constituencies, they were my friends. So I knew what was coming, and I decided to put certain structures in place, and I did so. And you know what happened after? It's a big thing, right? Police and everything. I had to leave the compound, but I know that is the character traits of Dr. Mitchell. Keith Mitchell is that type of person. The constitution of NNP means nothing to Keith Mitchell, in my belief, based on my experience. The party is Keith Mitchell, and Keith Mitchell is the party. Whatever he says goes, and no one dare challenge him. No one whatsoever. Don't even bother with Roland Bowler, for example, my good partner, Oliver Joseph, any one of them, Emlyn, Peter, any one of them. No one of them, none. They will never dare to challenge Keith Mitchell. Because if they do, it means out for them. And everybody else will toe the line of Keith Mitchell. That's the NNP. The NNP is not no democratic organization that you can voice and be free and talk about certain things. You're joking. In fact, if Anthony Boswin is still a member of the NNP, I don't know, right? To be honest, I don't know. I think he's out, but some people still say that he's in. I don't know. But if he's a member of the NNP, I can bet you disciplinary measures will be taken against him, and he too will be dealt with. Mm-hmm. There's a great probability if he's a member, he'll be thrown out or voted out, kicked out, suspended, something of that sort. That's how it's done within the NNP. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And, I have experienced Keith Mitchell and many of the senior members. Bert Brathwaite, he was a part of the NNP then. I've experienced all of them. So I know they are acolytes, they are disciples of Keith Mitchell. And as Calistra said, in nearly all the small islands, the politics, the whole party structure and how it's designed once you're there for a long time as a leader, you tend to have total control over the organization. Total control. And make it even worse. If you look at NNP, at this point in time, Keith Mitchell is the man with the money within the NNP. That's what it is. He calls the shots. He runs the show. Right? So I'm not surprised. And they're all his very good friends. And for that to happen to Bert Brathwaite, who's a very, very good friend of Keith Mitchell, it says something. It says that Keith is willing to do anything to stay as the leader of the NNP.
Right.
Or he's willing to do anything to get the person who he wants to be leader of the NNP so he can still have some form of control over the NNP, because the NNP is Keith and Keith is the NNP. That's my view.
But if the people, the supporters of the NNP want Dr. Keith Mitchell there, they want to keep him there, they want him as the leader, who's to say that he shouldn't stay? Who's to say that he shouldn't do whatever it takes, because the voice of the people is what he's listening to?
Well, for me, from my end, I am saying it is an open process. If you are interested in the leadership of a party, you then put your name in the ring or in the hat.
Right.
So Keith Mitchell can put his name in the hat again, because there's nothing that bars him from running again, as the leader of the NNP. So if he believes that he can run again and win, he should put his name in the hat. If Peter believes that he can run and beat Dr. Mitchell, then put your name in the hat too, or Emmeline Pierre, any one of them. It's a democratic process, but what people are saying is that you should not try to do things that would favor you getting back, right? I think everyone should be given an equal chance. But between me and you, Junior, I would love for Keith Mitchell to remain there. I wish they can vote him back as the leader of the NNP, and I am happy that that the party is doing what they're doing to all these folks. But Brathwaite, my good partner, I am happy to see what they're doing to them. Nothing is wrong with that. Continue to do it, because it can only favor the NDC. So let them continue to do what they're doing exactly so. I have no problem with that.
Right.
The NNP is falling apart. It's mashing up. And I think Scholars a song, you need to download it and feature it from time to time.
Yeah. But when we talk about politics, Calistra, I'll throw that at you, right? Because you're a journalist and you see a lot of this different democracy in terms of democracy of a country and democracy of a party. But isn't it two different type of democracy? You can't really compare, right? Democracy in a party, the leader kind of make and kind of orchestrate himself to win an election like anybody else will. But democracy in a country has to be different. Is it the same?
Well, I mean, I think when we use the term on the both levels, it is different. Democracy within a country is serious business, and it affects all of the people. Now, what's happening within the NNP can only affect the NNP and its membership really, and impact on their preparedness for the next general elections and elections in the future, and the future of the party.
Right. So we sort of lost Calistra in China there. Probably her visual is breaking up a bit. We're gonna join her back as soon as she gets back reconnection. So Kem, to you, is it different, or isn't it different if we're talking about democracy?
No. Well, you have to understand the make of the NNP. Most of the people within the NNP, they are more or less dependent, and for many, many years, on Keith Mitchell, directly or indirectly. When he's prime minister, they get certain positions on boards and different places. They become senators, they become ministers. And when he's in opposition, they go knocking for money or anything else, assistance here and assistance there, right? That's how it is. He has money, and they go on bending knees to him. He controls them. He controls every single thing within the organization. If they have to get anything done, they must pass it through him. Everything goes through him. So you cannot see NNP as a real democratic organization. Huh? No, because you have a kind of I would say, dictator-like character running the show. And it's difficult. I tell you, if you go against Keith Mitchell, you run the risk of being thrown out of that party. And you're seeing it today. So everybody around Dr. Mitchell and the NNP and son, Keith Mitchell and son, they're afraid, they're scared. Because if they come out and talk and say anything that they dislike or disagree with, they run the risk of being thrown out. But for me, Junior, I love what is happening within the NNP. I want it to continue. I want to see more of these senior people being thrown out, even if you don't believe that he was thrown out, right? Well, maybe let's say he was chuck out or push out or drag out or asked to go out, whatever you want to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
A man like Bert Brathwaite, who been with NNP for donkey years, that's embarrassing. That's shameful. But I would love to see more of the senior people suffer the same fate. I want worse to happen with the NNP. What you see in there, for me, that's a joke. I want to see more happening. I want to see a fight, a political fight, a wrestle between Peter, Emlyn, Keith, because I knew from day one, NNP will suffer a very bad fate and moment in that this guy not going to let go or give power or step aside for anybody. He's going to fight until he end up like the NNP end up like GULP. But that's good for me. I am happy about that. This is great. I want him to do a similar thing with Peter David. I want him to do a similar thing with Boland, all of them, even Stan Phillip and all the folks, anybody who's against him, I want to see him kick them out or get rid of them, even if they have to go through the disciplinary committee. I have no problem with that. Let it continue. Right now, it's like, it's nothing new when it comes to bacchanal and confusion within the NNP. NNP is in a mess. It's a wreck.
Yeah.
It's disorganized. And look, Grenadians, Junior, would never support an organization that is in deep turmoil, in fighting, confrontation, all kinds of stuff. Grenada will never support that. We have seen it with NDC of old.
Yes.
The minute time you have in fighting and struggles and back and forth and melee and wrestling and kicking out this one and kicking out that one and pushing out that one and so on, we have seen it. Grenada wants stability. That's not my story. Right. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
Close it. Right. Grenada wants, that's just Zoe, my last daughter. Grenada wants stability. Grenada wants peace. Grenada wants tranquility, and we're enjoying that now. The NNP is in chaos. So, Bert Brathwaite, look, you're a senior guy. Just rest, relax yourself, and watch to see who else will be pushed out or asked to go out or chuck out. Or just watch, because it will happen. Junior, he's not the first, and he will not be the last. We're going to see more of that.
We open up the phone line. Kem, I know that your time is short as well. I want to take a few calls on this topic right here. What happened in the case with Bert Brathwaite after appearing on Calistra Faria's program? He made comments to the contrary of what's happening right now in the political organization. And soon after that, he was disinvited from executive meetings. And that story rang through all the day today. We did get a chance to speak to Dr. Bert Brathwaite, who spoke with us off air and gave us clear indication that sometime next week he will come in and explain what happened from his perspective. He did in fact said that there are some misinformation that is circulating. During the day today, the New National Party presented a press release that stated a few items, which I'm also going to post on the page, in contrast to what articles that was posted earlier. So we want to take your calls on this, guys. The number that you call, 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. Give us your views on this and what your thoughts are on is it a disinvitation or
no? Just look, Junior. It's a push out, a chuck out, a ask to go out. But anyways, he's no longer there. Even though you want to say uninvited, disinvited. The main thing is that this guy has been with the NNP for many, many years, attending these meetings and playing a key role on many fronts. So to see this happen to him, right? Asked to go out, push out, chuck out, drag out, pull out, whatever happened to him, right? I am not saying I know. Maybe they ask him, sir, kindly go, or we don't want you to come to the meeting. You're uninvited. You're not invited. Whatever happened to him, it is an embarrassment for the party, NNP, and I love it, and I want it to continue.
Right, yeah. Guys, we lost Calistra, and she's in China, and her media, her connection is saying that it's not connecting at this time, but if she wants to join us via phone line, she's free to do that. We're going to continue to follow if Calistra wants to come back on. What about Peter in this whole situation right here? How do you think Peter is feeling, seeing what happened to Bert, and looking at it and kind of feeling the vibe as to what the tension might be? He might be someone that they're looking at as political leader. Should Peter be concerned?
Well, look, Peter knows that the locksmith is capable of breaking the door on many occasions, and if you put lock again on it, you're going to break it. It could be wife, it could be whoever. So Peter is scared. Peter is afraid. Because when a man could break a lock, and you put back one and break another lock, as the affidavit confirmed or said, right, that, look, the wife made it very clear. This guy is a locksmith in my belief, and you have to be concerned. He breaking lock too often, and Peter will be scared. And Peter is a coward. Eh? Peter is a coward historically. So Peter is afraid of Keith Mitchell. He's scared. And he knows that Keith Mitchell would do anything to remain there. He knows that. Right? Typical example. Keith Mitchell wants that house in Happy Hill, and no one will stop it. You see? So Peter is scared. So in all of this, Peter is saying, well, I could be next. That is why the news said Peter and Stan Phillip, they more or less said, nah, boy, we can't do that to Bert Brathwaite. That man been here too long, boy. Nah. Afraid, Peter afraid, so he's scared. He's afraid the locksmith, afraid the man. Because you see, Peter don't know what he changing the locks with. That is what is more scary here, If Peter knew what this man was changing the locks with, then he would be more prepared. Peter is a coward. Peter is afraid of Keith Mitchell, and Keith is the big badger. Keith is the big badger in this thing, right? The way he display his temper. This guy Keith is a bajan when it comes to NNP, and them little folks that inside there, you gonna control them.
Yeah,
you gonna control them. I'm just sorry for Peter, poor Peter.
Guys, we're joined back on the phone lines with Calistra Faria. Again, she's the host of The Narrative, aired on WPG 10 at 6 p.m. #1 program on cable television in Grenada and other popular region. Calistra, are you back with us? You hearing me?
Yes, I am. I am on for just a minute or two, and then I have to run off.
Right.
So I missed all of that because the internet it dropped out for a while. So I missed a lot of what you guys discussed, and but I got the tail end there of Kem Jones commenting on the dynamics, the interpersonal dynamics within the NNP, and it certainly is interesting to watch all of this unfold as a journalist. And where does it go next? People keep talking about the GULP and what happened to it, and speaking in that same breath and that same tone about what can possibly happen to the NNP. Maybe not so much what happened to the GULP. Maybe not. That wouldn't happen, I think. But it certainly raises some questions just about exactly how Dr. Mitchell views the NNP. And you see, Dr. Mitchell is a very experienced and savvy politician. And the fact that he is conducting business the way he's conducting business right now, which appears either to want to anoint whomever he wishes to succeed him, or to himself run in the next election.
which may be more of a writing on the wall than anything else. The way he's going about all of that makes one, wonder a little bit about what is going on. But the fact is that on the issue of democracy, you were talking about that before I got cut off. Political parties are not democratic, but I believe that there are some people within the NNP who would like to see things happen differently, have tried to have their voices heard, but because of this tight control that on various levels that Dr. Mitchell has on the party, it might be a bit difficult. I keep saying that it is only by jumping in and risking it all that those who would like to see a change may achieve that change. They would have to risk it all. They would have to take the chance. But understanding that Dr. Mitchell, even not at full strength, is still a very strong figure, may give some people pause in just how they move forward. I mean, he is busy reorganizing the party to suit his designs, and so I suppose people do we risk losing it all by challenging, or do we stick around and just continue to totter along with the Dr. Mitchell train? Is what they might be facing right now. Certainly, the general secretary and the chairman of the party have been extremely quiet and docile in all of this. And so that in itself tells you the state of things within the party and the grip that Dr. Mitchell has.
Yeah.
But Junior, I do have to run now. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you for plugging the narrative. Just let me say to the viewers of the narrative, I am so sorry, guys. I know that you probably, those of you who are listening to Ride Along Live now, who watch my show at 9 p.m., because we do have a clash with broadcast time at 6 o'clock, Junior. And of course, you are, you've got a large online audience. So those of you who tune into the narrative later on in the evening, I'm not on for a little while. You may see some repeats. I left some new shows there for your pleasure, but I will be back and in a few weeks, and we can pick it up again and continue having discussions. And Junior, I do not think that I caused Dr. Brathwaite to get uninvited. I think he was expressing his sentiments in the meetings anyhow. Someone said to me, "Oh, you got a priest suspended." No, I got Dr. Brathwaite uninvited. Seriously, I don't know. I just do interviews. I just ask questions. I do not make the answers. Okay. True. Thank you for having me on. Yeah. So, Kem, take care. See you guys soon. Well, see Kem Jones soon on the spot. And June, thanks for having me on. Bye-bye, guys.
I'll be around. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Calistra.
And I wish you all the best, Calistra, back there.
Yeah, in China.
A lot and enjoy yourself.
Someone said, Junior, it would be a wonderful opportunity to at least have a political commentator, probably an opposition political commentator is what he wanted to insert there on this program to get an objective assessment of the issue.
Yeah, well, Junior, it's a gentleman I know very well, Kenneth. I know him very, very well. All right? And not surprising.
Yeah. But I would like,
very, very, very.
I pray and I hope. In fact, the program today was supposed to be a program with Mr. Anthony Boswin, right? I was overjoyed when he accepted the invitation to come on. Just like when I spoke to Peter, and Peter said he's coming on. I'm like, happy, yeah, come on, let's chat. We're very friendly over here. Sometimes the callers call in and then I have to press the B button or give them the A. But regardless, we're very friendly. So we were asking and inviting political commentators or political opposition MPs to come on and let's have a conversation so you can ventilate on your issues. Without that, we'll have Kem and others who may have opposing views. Everyone sticking to their platform. And that is the problem.
And not only that, Junior, everybody knows where I stand.
Right.
I don't pussyfoot, I don't kowtow and pretend. I want to see a political bloodbath within the NNP. I want to see them fighting in the streets. I want to see this thing continue. It makes good for me. I feel good seeing it. I want NNP to mash up openly in front of people. I want the mess to continue messing. Right? As an old man said, he said, you want the mess to continue mess. Let them continue. Nothing wrong with that. Let them continue. And if it was the other way around, if it was the NDC, when the NDC was going through their situation, right? That's the first NDC, that meaning the NDC that was in government,
Right.
in 2008, 2013. The NNP and all of them were rejoicing. They were glad. Even Dr. Mitchell and all of them, they were happy. And it's what they say. I could go back and get recordings of Keith Mitchell. Boy, watch, that man could have never be happier. But I'm saying it's on the other side now. It's the other way around. Well, Kem Jones, extremely, extremely happy. I love it. Bad, bad, bad. Bert Brathwaite, if you say they ain't throw you out, they should have chuck you out. Right? Nothing wrong with that. They give you a chuck out, they push you out. The others, they afraid. You see, when America threw the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they never intended to throw it there to kill the people of Japan, you know. They never, in other words, it was not something that they wanted to destroy the people of Japan. No, it was to send a message to the Soviet Union, right? If you mess with us, we could do worse.
Right.
And I have been to Japan, lovely people. I have been to Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So I know what I'm talking about. I listen to them, the history, and they will tell you. So Bert Brathwaite getting, what is a nice word? Uninvited? Or chuck out, or throw out, or push out, or whatever. Uninvited, I think. Whatever, the nice word. They sending a message to Peter and all the boys there. If you mess with Dr. Mitchell and the NNP, they go kick all you out. You hear me? So Keith knows what he's doing. Keith wants to remain there with the party until thy kingdom come. But remember, there are some supporters who were saying, well, if Keith Mitchell ain't there, the party done. Remember, there are people who say that, no, if Keith ain't there within NNP, he done and they're not voting for nobody, they're not supporting nobody, it's Keith they're voting for, Keith they support him. So they make this thing what it is today.
Right.
They craft it, they shape it to what it is today. So they can't get anybody to replace anybody there because this man is staying there forever and ever. And let him stay there. In fact, I glad stay right there. Mash it up, break it up, push it up. Do anything you want to do. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, the question is, and I guess a lot of people has been asking that, if not Dr. Keith, then who, right? And if election is called, say Dr. Keith would say, okay, you know what, I'm going to step down, I'll get a new leader, we'll have the convention and a new leader will emerge. Wouldn't that take time to shape that person, to get that person really into the vein of the people before the next general election that is constitutionally due, like in the next 3 years or so?
Let me tell you something, Junior. I want to be honest with you, because I've always been frank and honest with you. Brother, the reason why a lot of these people are coming out and talking about NNP, and what's going on there is because they're jealous, they envious, right? They envy, they're jealous, and they envy the performance of this government and this young team. Don't fool yourself. Don't believe it's because they like NNP, you know. They want an alternative. That is what they want. They want to see NNP ready to face an election because they want to see NDC out. A lot of them, they're not happy. Good things happening in the country and so on. They are not obsessed with that. They're obsessed with what's happening in NNP. And this is not by accident. A lot of these people are coming out and they're commentators, they're talking about this, and they all obsessed about NNP. I thought they used to say only Kem Jones used to be obsessed and talking about NNP and what happening there. All of a sudden, all of them out there. Because they think that the NDC going to be there for a long time and they don't want that. They want the NNP to ready themselves to face an election to make a comeback. Don't fool yourself. Sometimes you have to interpret what they ain't say yet. All of them out there commenting and who, this expert, that expert, NNP and NNP and NNP. Because why? They realize come the next election, if NNP remains as it is, they may lose all the seats. They realize they will get a good cut skin this time around. Not 9 seats, it might be 15 or 14 or 13. You see? So as a result, all of them, they're out there about NNP and what happened in NNP. Man, let the thing continue. Let them fight. Let them choke out one another. Let them push over one another, let them do all these things. I love it. I want to see NNP as it is disorganized, break up, mash up, and fighting for every single thing. It is good for Grenada because NNP, in my view, has been a curse to Grenada. For over the 20-something years, Grenada has regressed and not progressed. NNP has been a curse to Grenada. We have lost over $400 or so million under the NNP administration through squandermania, through mismanagement. A lot of convestors came into Grenada and con the NNP administration of millions of dollars and run away with them blue-eyed people and white people. And they tricked the NNP administration over and over and over again, the Keith Mitchell-led administration. So I am saying NNP has been a curse to this country. So, hello, let them fight. Let them wrestle. Let them do every single thing that they can over there. Nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that. Let it continue. I am here, I'm eating popcorn. I'm eating popcorn and ice cream, and I enjoying it. I'm having a damn good time seeing the mess that's happening within the NNP. Let them fight. Those folks who are coming out and playing as though they're commentators and independent and objective and so on. You see right now, some of them, they angry that Grenadians are registering in record numbers. They vex. They are not more Grenadian than the people who are living in the diaspora who are Grenadians. They're not more Grenadians than them. They upset, they pissed because they see the NDC as an organized body. NDC is very organized. You know. Look, the women's arm of the NDC. They just had a election. You know. Mm-hmm. They just had a democratic election and they elected the executive. The youth arm of the NDC is also very powerful. The constituency branches within the 15 constituencies very powerful. Things are happening. They're having raising funds. They're having community events, activities. The NDC is organized and they have one leader. They're united. They're committed to the development of Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. Let the NNP fight. Let them fight. Let them mash up everything. Let them wreck everything. Keith Mitchell, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. You're an asset. Stay right there. Don't go mash up the NNP if you have to.
My take on this is slightly different because I feel like you need a strong opposition.
Well, let me tell you this.
Any government with a strong opposition.
That's your feeling.
Yeah.
Here it is. NNP has been a curse, in my belief, while in government, and they're even worse in opposition because they're not constructive. They complain about crime. Have you heard about any plan, any strategy, any crime fighting strategy that they have put forward? They complain about cost of living. Have you heard about any plan, any strategy, anything whatsoever to combat the high cost of living? You remember, Junior, some years ago, they went in the hospital because they complained about cost of living. And they say all kind of thing about cost of living. Because that was their strategy to ride their way back into government. Because they want to see Grenada, in my belief, on its knees so they can easily ride. If Grenada is going up and up and up, they would never be able to come back. And that's the problem that they face. But here it is. When they complain the last time wrong about cost of living, they go and get fig and blogo and thing, and they go to the hospital. You remember that? And some bag of rice. They don't even give Caritas, the Catholic Church, credit for it. Because on the bag of rice, for some strange reason, the camera ended up right on the bag of rice, and we see rice, food for the poor. Caritas from the Catholic Church, they got it. They did not even have the courtesy to give them people them credit for going and get 2 or 3 or 4 bag of rice to bring it in the hospital. They didn't take their money. Keith Mitchell has millions and millions of dollars. And don't even talk about some of those ministers and who were there at the time, Gregory Bowen and all of them, and they have a lot of money, but they would not shove their hand in their pocket to buy 4 or 5 bag of rice to bring in the hospital. In fact, I said to people, do you know, Junior, that Keith Mitchell, based on my knowledge, that Keith Mitchell has not even opened a pig pen in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique to employ 5 or 6 people? And the man boasts of having $19 million and all kind of million. Understand he fighting for a portion of it in the United States. Let you fight. You think that Bejan easy? Anyways, I'm saying that to say to you, Junior, this guy just a talker. You don't really genuinely like this place? No, you're mad. You just want power. But let them fight for it inside the NNP first. Let them fight. So what's wrong with that? Junior, you're enjoying it? But you're not a wrestling man. You never used to watch wrestling. Or you got WWW, whatever I want, W.
Now, my position is clear. My position is, I think an opposition makes a government stronger.
But no, the people. We have people here in Grenada. We don't need NNP to be opposition. NNP is not constructive. NNP is destructive in my belief.
NNP, a one-party state, a one-party.
No, there's no one party.
But if we have a situation where there is a one-party state, then we have a problem.
But we had that for 3 consecutive elections, you know.
And there was a problem.
Well, there's always a problem on NNP in power because NNP is a curse, in my belief. They have been a curse to Grenada, brother. Right now we are blessing. Things are happening. People are happy. You know, see people. Some folks just put in on weight, you know. You wonder they put it on weight. They're happy. They're smiling. They eating good, exercising. They have walk like crazy in Grenada. Things are happening. People are happy. People are happy everywhere you go. People are warm and friendly and nice. Everybody nice. Everybody happy in Grenada. Grenada is a paradise. Thanks to the most honorable Deacon Mitchell and the NDC. Things nice here. Things nice. All you come in Grenada. Enjoy the beach. Enjoy the events. Eat, drink. Enjoy it. Safe in this place. Grenada is the safest place in the whole world.
Yeah.
Grenada is nice. Like sugar and spice. You ever taste the ice cream, the chocolate one? Grenada is nice. We enjoying it. Grenada nice.
Kem, listen, I and I will put this out again, right? I would call on opposition MPs to come on and chat. You don't have to be a back and forth thing.
They would not come. They're afraid they won't come.
This is Right Along Live, and we are an open platform, and
they will not come, Junior.
Yes. Well, at least I said it. At least I said it. All right.
They will not come.
Out there.
They're afraid to be questioned. They're afraid to be chucked out or kicked out. They will push them out. Make it go get a big thing and just push them out.
Kem,
Junior,
your program.
love, I had to run.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We're going to check you at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock. Kem Jones comes on live. Yeah, guys, we got to thank and big up our sponsor. One of our sponsors for today is Ansel Beauty. Yeah, Ansel Beauty. Oh, my gosh. Ansel Beauty is having this amazing event for Mother's Day. Mother's Day brunch and spa event. And that's going to be really, really, really nice. Come get your mom nice up and doll up and fingernail and toenail and nice up and massage and fix her up nice. Fix up your mother for Mother's Day. Yeah, man, get your fingernail done up. Yeah, man, get the full thing, the full spa. Makes you feel relaxed. Say, Mama, I love you. Yeah. Brunch only 150 EC. And of course, it's Ansel. Unlimited mimosa wine. Check your mommy to that. Get a gift voucher, guys. Big up to Ansel, guys. Also, we got to big up our new sponsor. Just came on board. Where is our new sponsor? Here we go. Hey, big up to Lenovo. Lenovo Pro Open Bluetooth headphones. Listen, this is a big deal, guys. A big deal and a big sponsor. Just came on board here with us. I want to show them some love. We want to show them some love. So if you want to get that headphone, guys, that headphone is like a ball, right? It's like a ball. They sent me over a few. I'm supposed to pick it up in the mail by tomorrow or so. So they sent me over a few, and I was told that once I get this headphone, I will never switch over. I would never. That would be my headphone forever. That's the headphone right here, guys. Let me make it a little bit bigger so you guys could see. Right? You could get that headphone right now in the Ryde Buy store, right there. It's like in a little ball. Right? You could click the link and see it, and it just goes in your ear. When you finish with it, you just put it back on the little ball, you put it in your side bag. Let me tell you, man. Big up Lenovo for sponsoring Right Along Live, taking us, putting your money where your mouth is. And this is an international company, guys, so we're seen around the world. We're seen all over the world. Big up Lenovo. And of course, all of our corporate sponsors. Not forgetting, of course, the NLA, National Lotteries Authority. We'll be right back.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians. From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Are you looking to get some t-shirt? Yeah, are you looking to get some t-shirt printed? Yeah, I mean, if you want a simple logo, a complex logo, you want some printing, some t-shirt printed now, like now. Check out Instaprint. 2 locations, one in Grenada, one in New York. Instaprint. In Grenada, you could call 422-473, of course, 422-1011. And listen, by the time you turn around twice, you get your t-shirt printed already, you know. It's inside the Esplanade Mall. It's Instaprint Grenada. And of course, the location in New York as well, 718-701-5720. Get your t-shirt printed at Instaprint. As the name say, Instaprint. Printing done in an instant. You blink, t-shirt printed. This weekend, Saturday, guys, this Saturday. You saw the promo. The time is now. The time is now. The time is here. The time is here. This Saturday, inside Elton Place, 1130 Linwood Street, is the New York Spicemas New York launch. Whoa. Whoa. It's going to be a Zuvi. You got to check this out. This would be a Zuvi.
Saturday, May 11th, the venue locked. Elton Place, Linwood Street, Brooklyn. He is coming. They are coming.
Hey, your grandmother selling helmet and she's selling charm.
If you missed it last year, brace yourself because it's gonna be epic. Spicemas New York launch 2024. The biggest and most exciting artist out of Grenada comes to Brooklyn for the launch of Spicemas. It's Love Man. Boise, Westways, Talprey, the Hitman Inspector, Brandy Isaac, Hello, Kush,
Stay and lie down and take your hand. Come outside and party.
Mr. Legs,
I somehow when I smoke, I like to drink.
Mr. Golden. And for the first time in New York City, Super Flying Flint.
Welcome to this party.
And Grenada's 2023 Road Match, Temptress and Rabulas. Plus, the Greenhouse drummers in full effect. And about tickets cost $40. Regular $50. Get them now online from GoodEffect.com. In New York, get your tickets from Mike at Proper Fix Barbershop in Grid. On East 96 between Church and Wilmer. Fish, 59th East 95th Street between Rockland and East New York. West Cuisine, 916 Claxton Avenue between East 53rd and 54th Street. La Bay Market, 1127 Nostrand Avenue, 718-221-0395. Shonda at Spice Up Market, 899 Claxton Avenue, or call 718-730-4443. Spicemas launch New York edition 2024. It's a jam movie in the making. Saturday, May 11th.
You see what I'm telling you? You see what I'm telling you? Spicemas launch this Saturday. Super Flying Flint is on his way to New York City. Limited tickets available right now. Yeah. Can't afford to miss this, guys. To miss this is to diss this. Coming up, guys, next week, the start of a brand new show on the Ryde. It's called the Wake Up Club, hosted by Kirk Sitahal. On the 14th, premiere, Kirk Sitahal, the Wake Up Club. Ride Along Live is brought to you with the kind compliments of Ryde, e-bike, excursions, and tours. Listen to me. Now, if you're in Grenada, guys, you understand the congestion, right? And you want to get around and so much cars all over the place. Rent an e-bike. Rent an e-bike. Walk into the Esplanade Mall and rent an e-bike. It's only $30 an hour. $99 per day. Yeah, man. Check it out. E-bike rental. And every Sunday, guys, it's an excursion. Every Sunday is an excursion. If you have not yet checked out the bikes, well, half of your life done gone. Half of your life done gone. These are the bikes. These are the Ryde e-bikes. It is simply amazing, guys. Ride with Ryde. And if you're coming up for the carnival, we have every day we have a ride. Every day we have an excursion. Every day. So book your excursion if you're coming in for carnival. Hey, big up to JetBlue. Yeah, JetBlue. Listen, if you're going to Grenada, you're traveling to a spice country or any part of the Caribbean, the JetBlue fly. All you got to do is go online right now, jetblue.com, and book quick and easy and fast. JetBlue. I was in Grenada yesterday. I'm back in New York today. See that? Easy and easy like that. In and out. 1, 2, 3. It's like I'm taking a train. It's like I'm taking plane like I'm taking train with JetBlue. Yeah, man. JetBlue.com. Book online right now at jetblue.com. Hey, listen, all you have a fire stick? All you have a fire stick? You have a fire stick? Oh, good. You're almost there. You just go into the app store and you could download the Riders app inside of your Fire Stick. Search for Ride Along Live and you could watch us live and watch all the past program on your Fire TV. It's amazing, guys. Over 30,000 downloads so far. A lot of people that's watching Ride Along now, they're watching it on their Fire TV, on their TV. Hey, my Fire TV viewers, how you guys doing? Hola! Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Está bien? Muy bien? Ride Along Live. Akim, I'll call you later. Yeah. What else do we have? Guys, if you have a business and you want to advertise, if you got a business and you want to advertise on Ride Along Live, give us a call. Give us a call, guys, if you have a business and you want to advertise on Ride Along Live. It pays to advertise on Ride Along Live.
Reach millions daily, weekly, monthly. Yeah, over 10 million per month. It pays to advertise with us. Reach more and let us send your business viral. Advertise with us and reach more.
Advertise with us and reach more. Don't forget, guys, Ansel Beauty Mother's Day Brunch and Spa events. Ansel Beauty. Yeah, man, look at Ansel. Ansel is so beautiful. The Mother's Day Brunch and Spa event, guys, it takes place on Mother's Day. Get your mother pampered now. A toenail done, fingernail done. Make your mother feel special now. Look at that. Look at the smile. Your mom could be smiling like that. Get a fingernail done up. Say, Mommy, I want to treat you. I want to pamper you. I want to pamper you. I want you to feel like the queen that you are. Yeah. Brunch only is $155 though. 155 EC dollars. That's if the brunch. But there's so much things. You get the free mimosa and wine. Listen, man. Purchase that gift certificate and receive a $10 off your next service at La Helicona. Point Celine. Reserve your spot. Call 473-538-0803. Reserve your spot now. Yeah. All right, guys, let me show you. You want to shop on Ryde, right? So this is our Ryde store. How much are you guys check out Ryde? Now, Ryde is the place you get everything, right? I know you guys shop on Amazon. You might shop on Alibaba, whatever. Ryde is your convenient online store where you get everything. Like, when I say everything, I mean literally everything. Everything you could get on Ryde. Say, for instance, guys, you want some electronic stuff. Let's look something. Remember I was telling you about the headphones? So those are the headphones here. Boom, you get the headphones. You could purchase it right here. Boom, boom, boom. Click, click, click. Purchase, done. Sale, done. So say you want to check out some electronic stuff, right? For my folks who want, this charger here is really cool, guys, to charge your phone. And it's a solar-powered charger. So it charges up your phone, but, you know, it's solar. You could purchase that as well on Ryde. Boom, boom, boom. Click, click, click. Purchase, done. Gone. Say you're into camera stuff, or phone. There's so much phone. There's Samsung S3 Ultra cell phone. That's available there as well. Yeah. Camera stuff, camera lenses, this, that. Everything I use in the studio, guys, like my microphone, my monitors, everything that I use inside the studio is available on here. Hard drive, Ring doorbell, computers, everything is just, this is the mixing board that I use. This is the mixing board, the exact mixing board that I use right now to do the program. So those of you who want to, podcasts and stuff like that, you could get my exact mixing board that I use. That's it right here. You could get it on Ryde. You just click, boom, 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 and you got it. Done. Everything. So you want clothes? Yeah, you want some clothes and thing? You could go to the category. Go back to the home. Let me show you. RydeBuy.com, guys. We have a new brand of things called the Pure Grenadian Gold. You go into the Pure Grenadian Gold and let me tell you, man. This is the Pure Grenadian Gold brand. T-shirts, sweaters, everything available there. Click, quick, get it in a couple of days. Pure Grenadian Gold. Not only shirts, we got all your tumblers and chalala, chalale. Chalala. Pure Grenadian Gold. Yeah. We have everything, man. Pants, short, hats. Look at this. I like this. I'm gonna give somebody this. Anybody want this? I'm gonna give this. It's a armless hoodie. On RydeBuy.com. Guys, we have our bingo coming up. I'll tell you about it in a short while. I'll tell you about this. What else we have? We have a lot more stuff. Oh, some people, they have some ideas that they want to put on a shirt like this one right here. There's no need to repeat yourself. I ignore you just fine the first time. You may have something to say like this, like you want to just say this on a shirt. IDK, IDC, IDGAF. You might want to say this on a shirt. Or whatever you want to say on a shirt, you could get it printed on a shirt. You could want to say this. Don't measure your progress using someone else's ruler. You might want to say, takes one to know one. Yeah? Anything you want to say, guys, you could put it on a shirt. Right there. All right? That's Instaprint Grenada. And if you want to pick your color of shirt, you could do that as well. You could just walk in and say, listen, I want to get this color. Where is it? T-shirt. Oh, here we go. They stock a line of different t-shirts. You could get it, a whole warehouse of t-shirts. You could get it right there. And we also got a big up. Travel Caribbean. Yeah. TravelCaribbean.com. Check them out if you're traveling and you need, vacation stuff. Everything vacation. Everything. Check them out. TravelCaribbean.com. It is amazing. Yo! I think I said enough, right? That's all? That's all in my queue, my caddy. Is that all? I believe so. Monday Night Mass with amazing colors. Get ready for the road. With amazing colors. Packages on sale next week. Packages on sale next week for amazing colors. Monday Night Mass with amazing colors. Yeah. Monday Night Mass with amazing colors. It is simply amazing. Amazon. Oh, we have a brunch coming up on Sunday, guys. Tell me more about this. Our brunch on Sunday, May 12th. Yeah. Said enough. I can't say any more. Tomorrow, guys, it's Ryde Trivia right here on Ride Along Live. Peace out. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Good night.
Of sampling the Golden Jubilee edition of the limited edition Spice Rum from the Grenada distillers, and I must say it's something that you should try. It is authentically Grenadian, but from the flavors to the aromas to the overall taste, the blend is great. It's light, it's golden like the Golden Jubilee, and I think you can make any collector's shelves anywhere in the world. Hats off to the Grenada distillers.